So
Yeah.
the 12 listeners that we have,
We're live.
a lot of them, airline pilots, primarily military pilots, considering the airlines in the future. What would you recommend for the individual that's watching this that likes the idea of becoming an influencer? And what is your recommendation for the first, couple steps and the first few months? Like, how does someone get started? And what kind of expectations should they have?
As with business, you can't really expect, right? You can look at the numbers and know that within 3 months, 3 years, that's when you expect to fully monetize or fully make a profit, right?
Sure.
So as far as expectations, what you can truly expect is you will get what you put in. That's it. As far as somebody wanting to become an influencer, I suggest taking all the classes first, one class at a time, applying what they learn, not just learning, but just applying what they learn and perfecting it and going on. I'm very structured. So you perfect it, you go to the next craft, whether it's the marketing aspect, the photography aspect, the business aspect, and that's a totally different ball game, the business aspect, because and that's why a lot of, not saying most of them, but a lot of like Chinese restaurants fail because they're great at cooking, but the business aspect, the accounting aspect is lacks, right?
Lacking, sure.
That talent lacks. And so having, been an entrepreneur, I've understood that there's a lot that goes on behind it. My proposal writing, my contract writing, understanding the laws. There's a lot of laws, FCC laws that the minute you become a brand, you have to adhere to that. So as far as would I tell anybody to do it, I would say just not only do your research, but just learn about it. I'm going to date myself. I was that Asian kid who developed 4 disposable cameras in high school a week.
Damn, you old.
So I took a lot of pictures. I love pictures.
I'm still older.
So do you do your own photography, or do you have a photographer for your good stuff?
Sometimes I have photographers. A lot of times I have photographers. A lot of times I hire them. I collaborate with them. A lot of times I don't trust people because I am a photographer, so I see beauty. And so I'll position my camera or my phone and just say,
nice.
Don't move. And then I'll jump in.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so that's
very cool.
So,
obviously,
so it sounds like you have
photographers. You can use it's all the editing afterwards. I'm finding too. Like I'm not one myself,
listen.
but like,
yeah,
you can have the eye, but like you're paying them for their time after they've snapped that shot.
Correct.
And that's
exactly
you may not have time to do.
Photographer gets paid for. Yeah. So I have fun when I go on these vacations. I have fun when I travel. But when I get home, and everyone always asks me, "Hey, you're from DC. Why don't you do anything in DC?" I go, "I don't have time. When I'm at home, that's when I'm putting my content together." It's so easy to snap shots or but when
that's
you
like
get
10% of the work. I know. Yeah.
You put the content together. Yeah. So, I mean, does that answer your question? I think I answered all of those questions.
You did.
So if you get,
it's just like any business, it is a business, so it's a marketing business. If you understand marketing, I would say go, remove yourself, remove yourself and the selfie mode that you're in, and you think that you can monetize off that. Remove yourself from that idea that you can monetize off that. It is, I just had a meeting today, this morning with the director of marketing here, and I love what I learned from her. It's literally making sure you move, you speak, you talk, you walk like the brand.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can you do that?
So a lot of people have a passion
about.
They have a passion about what they're doing, but can they really turn that passion into a lifestyle that people are willing to tune in for? Right? Are they willing to click on or whatever? And do they have the tenacity to stick with it, you know, through the entirety?
3, and then 4, is it can they run that business, right? You
Well, it sounds like you're
So-
running like kind of like what's Ford known for? Like an assembly line of social media. So you have this, then this, then this, then this.
But
And then
she's
at the
like,
end of that,
she's working at every station though right now.
correct. Yeah, she's
Right?
working at every station.
Do you have any intentions of plugging someone into any of those stations in the near future? Or if
Yeah.
a furlough is imminent, you know, obviously you can maintain. Do you plan on trying to expand that assembly line at all?
And hire some of the FAs that are furloughed, maybe? Is that what you're saying, Tyler?
I do. I'm actually training one right now, and I am
Very cool.
training him so that I could hire him and as an assistant or intern October 1st. Or excuse me, September 1st.
You know, because you have a
So-
hell of a brand, and that's something that you can get other people that travel involved in. And for those out there, we'll put all the in the notes. It's at Come Fly with Love, and
Yeah.
obviously it's a play on your name, but it's also a brand that you can hire these other folks into under the same
Correct.
moniker, right? Come Fly with Love,
Correct.
and you know,
Correct.
put a different spin on it for all these other people that might work for you or work for themselves, but still give you the content, right? Is that kind of
Exactly.
how you would?
No,
That's genius.
Exactly.